We are starting the fourth game in the Intermediate League, and Dragoman takes Acropolis. Gavatron is next, and he takes Roman Roads, and we're up. So, what do we want to do? Let's review leaders for a minute. Sun Tzu is here. Ashoka. Of the strong leaders, I think Hippocrates and Sun Tzu are the better options here. The rest are less exciting. Looking at wonders, Colosseum is in the deck, so I might skip a wonder and just hope Colosseum shows up. If it doesn't, early Universe does Curly 9, early Machu Picchu are both good options. H2 leaders, oh, Jan Zizka is here. So I think just the existence of Jan Zizka might convince us to take Sun Tzu. This transition is very strong. The rest of the H1 leaders are surprisingly good. I mean, Barbarossa is more situational, but... and so is Gutenberg. Okay, Barbarossa and Gutenberg are situational, the rest are fine. H2, Nobel is here. And looking at the others, nothing too spectacular. There is both Cook and Suez Canal. There's no Louvre, but there is Eiffel Tower. And finally, H5, no Coubertin. There is Bill Gates, so that's important to remember. It makes scientific method so much better. Churchill is here, both Steve Jobs and Einstein, and Gates and Sid Meier, so I think labs are the way to go this game. And the Wonders, Fast Food Chains is here, which is always a solid choice. Another project important to remember for the military bonus. The other three, not very exciting. So overall, a relatively lukewarm... No, I take it back. I think... yeah, this is not lukewarm at all, right? Because several good H1 leaders, and then Nobel... yeah, I guess H2 is the weakest of the bunch. Which means, I wonder if I can take Jan Zizka and ride him as much as I can into H2. And then H3, Gates is here, Churchill is here. Okay, so we're gonna take Sun Tzu, and I think urban growth and cultural heritage. And the military is gonna be nice. I think the others, someone might take Julius Caesar, but the other leaders are not very strong on military. And both of them took wonders, so if Colosseum shows up, we should be able to get it for one action. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Okay, here's the Colosseum. And the Engineering Genius. Oh, this is perfect. 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4. So it is possible that, absurdly enough, our turn is going to be pick up Colosseum, pick up Engineering Genius. A bit weird, but we can do it. Let's see what Rebelman and Gavatron are going to be up to. Actually, both of them are leaders, right? Possible that Rebelman takes Ashoka, but I think that's a pretty weak choice given that he has nothing. So let's say they take these two leaders. So 2, 4, 6 cards are gone. 2, 4, 5. So if they take one more card, Colosseum is going to be for one action. So we can take Colosseum, Engineering Genius, and elect Sun Tzu. Okay, let's see what happens.
Rebelman builds a mine, gets Homer and elects him and increases population. Gavatron is next. He builds a mine, increases population, and gets and elects Hippocrates. Oh, that's too bad. If only they would have taken one more card. So, option 1 is to go for the lab, Sun Tzu, and maybe pick up Stonehenge, which is a decent wonder. Not ideal. It will give Rumbleman an Engineering Genius, which is unfortunate, but not the worst. Another option is to pick up Engineering Genius and build the lab. The problem is we don't have a meeple, and we do want one. We're probably gonna play an event, and Gavatron and Rumbleman might play an event as well. We could skip Sansu for a turn, and then question is better. What is better, Engineering Genius or 2 more military actions? Another tricky part is that we don't have a wonder to actually do anything with. We could get Engineering Genius and Stonehenge, and then I guess play this Cultural Heritage because we want to keep the meeple. We could start working on the wonder and get some science. This turn 1 ended up being trickier than I expected. We could just take the Engineering Genius and hope that a relevant wonder comes up soon. Basically Universitas Carolina or Machu Picchu. Maybe we're just gonna give Rumbleman his Engineering Genius. He has Acropolis, so it's not a huge deal to have him finish it earlier. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do this, get Sansu, and pick up Stonehenge. And Stonehenge is solid. We can use this for a Code of Laws, for a Monarchy. Yeah, that's decent. I think we'll do that and just give Rumbleman his Engineering Genius for an action. And what shows up? This tactic doesn't help us, unfortunately, because we want to go for Jan Ziska. We might just Siege Pestilence and try to get an early irrigation, maybe. Okay, let's see what happens next. Rumbleman sees an event, reveals the development of religion, so it's a good thing we had that meeple available. Picks up in the Engineering Genius, increases pop, gets his lab, and Frugality A. Gavatron is next, sees an event, reveals agriculture, then increases pop, builds a lab, picks up Swordsman for 2 actions. We're next. Do we want to see this Pestilence? We haven't seen any irrigations, right? Neither one of them has a meeple, so sure, let's do it. Trade routes. Okay, we're gonna get our temple. And we can start working on this alchemy right now, right? Here it is. And increase population, I guess. We are gonna have a lot of science this game this way. Brandon Circus is less interesting because of the religion, and there's no coup d'etat. And do we really want to wait with the mine in favor of more science? It is a bit risky. Let's rethink this. Yeah, I think getting the mine is going to be safer. Let's take the alchemy. Nothing wrong with an early alchemy. We could get a Frugality A. Frugality 1. So I'm going to be 3. Yeah, it's going to give us a person a smidgen earlier. But we don't really need that person, right? We could start working on the wonder. We could increase population. In case development of warfare comes up. So what's the turn again? We get the temple. Increase pop. Build a mine. Take alchemy. Increase pop again. Yeah, I think that works. So we are slightly ahead in science, and we could get this code of laws if nobody picks it up. I don't think Crumbleman is going to take it for 2. Gavatron might. Yeah, I don't think we need the alchemy so soon. We do have the Stonehenge. Okay. We're not going to need to trade with agreements. And still no Warriors related tactic, unfortunately. There is a West Territory 1, which might be enough to justify the Suez Canal. Oh, there's also a Columbus. So that might be the way we're going. This is the best territory for Columbus. And these Columbus-Suez Canal games are interesting. Rumbleman sees an event, reveals the development of planning, builds up his Acropolis, builds a warrior, and picks up Code of Laws. Gavatron is next. Starts working on his Roman roads, increases pop, builds a warrior, picks up alchemy and reserves. So, what do we want to do? We're gonna get politics, settlement, or science. All of which are pretty good. We might go with settlement. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna go with. Maybe science. Oh yeah, probably science. And then, can we safely seed a border conflict? We don't really need science, right? We're gonna get a lot of science from Stonehenge. Yeah, I think it's gonna be settlement. Or maybe even politics, although Sun Tzu draws us enough. Let's go with the border conflict. Markets. So we're gonna get the population, we're gonna get the ore. Let's start by building a knight, so we're ahead in military. And for our last action, we could get the swordsman. We could start working on the Stonehenge. What we really want is the monarchy to show up. Rumbleman took the Code of Laws. He might take the monarchy as well. Okay, let's start working on the Stonehenge. Actually, do we want another knight? It does advance us towards heavy cavalry. There might be pestilence, so let's keep it for now. Okay. And what shall we discard? I think rebellion can go. Let's keep the West Territory and the tactics. If only because we have no other tactics cards, unfortunately. Mobile army? Oh god. Still no tactics. This is not ideal for Sun Tzu. And no monarchy either. Although the open borders agreement is going to be a good move next turn. Inhabited territory. That's a good one. This is Rumbleman's turn, so we could expect to switch land, which means we want to prioritize iron irrigation down the line. None of the technologies I want with my Stonehenge are showing up, which is a bit of a bummer. I hope to see Monarchy or Code of Laws by now. And there's competition for Monarchy with Rumbleman and Gavatron as well, so when it shows up, I might need to overpay for it. Although Rumbleman already took Code of Laws. Do we want to pay 2 for this, or 3? Inhabited territory is pretty good, and we have a Vest territory in hand. And this is a Napoleon game, a Columbus game. So let's bid 3. And we got it. Here we go. Now let's just hope that the border conflict doesn't show up. That would be a bummer. On the other hand, if the pestilence shows up, we're pretty happy. Rumbleman develops Code of Laws, plays Frugality, picks up Swordsman, increases pop, and adopts Fighting Band. Oh, and picks up Breakthrough as well. Oh, it builds a warrior. He did a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Gavatron is next. Seeds an event, reveals Good Harvest. Picks up Barbarossa and elects him. Oh, that's going to work nicely with the Good Harvest. Finishes Roman roads, and then builds a warrior. We're next. We're not going to see an event, but I think we might offer the Open Borders Agreement. Though they might not take it, given the situation. But it's worth a try, right? Whom should we offer it to? They both have Swordsman, but Rumbleman doesn't have the... oh, and he only has 1 card. Yeah, let's offer this to Rumbleman. Let's see if he takes it. Oh, wonderful. He accepts the agreement. Okay, let's build a knight. What else do we want to do? Here's a Code of Laws. It's a bit far away though. I don't think it's worth 3 actions. And here's a Columbus, which we could benefit quite a lot from. Actually, you know, any of these leaders will be good. So I'm willing to just wait until they reach us. Okay, this solves the corruption problem. Should we go for irrigation? Yeah, it's 1 action, and the rich land is here. So you might as well. And we can either play this cultural heritage, or continue working on Stonehenge. We do need to finish this Stonehenge eventually, right? And I don't want to be ahead of points just in case of barbarians, so let's continue working on Stonehenge. Okay, this seems reasonable. It's interesting that 3 Age 1 wonders are gone. In fact, all of the Age 1 wonders are going to be gone. Though, I guess Rumbleman might pick up Taj Mahal. Are we gonna miss on all the leaders now? You know what? Saladin and Nostradamus are still in the deck. We have really good Age 1 leaders. Okay, let's call it. I think this is a good position to be in. Oh wow, all the territories. And a tactics we don't need. And here's the remaining leaders, so there's no monarchy yet. Here's all the leaders. We want to prioritize Columbus if possible, especially given that this is a Suez Canal game. But honestly, any of these leaders are going to be good. And tactics. Not super happy about the tactics right now. They don't help us that much. We might end up going for a 3 to 5 heavy cavalry. We'll see. Rumbleman season event reveals border conflict. So Gavatron is gonna have to blow something up, takes Yanziska and elects him. That's a lot of resources. Then begins construction of Taj Mahal and just finishes it immediately. And then builds a warrior. So he's at 8 strength, and we have an agreement. Gavatron is next, picks up warfare and elects it, gets fighting band, builds a warrior, develops alchemy and upgrades. So what do we want to do? Do we want to see an event? Yeah, Pestilence is gonna be so bad for both of them. Let's see in his territory. Perfect. Do we want Columbus or Saladin? And we really should finish Stonehenge sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, our hand is full, so we're gonna have to play this cultural heritage, get this code of laws, maybe skip the code of laws. That way we can finish the wonder and pick one of these leaders. Probably Columbus because we have vast territory. Oh, here's the governments. They finally show up. Just in time for Rumbleman. Oh, 4, 5. He's still gonna have to pay 3 actions for Monarchy if we don't pick anything, so let's pick Columbus. We can pick one of these as well. I wish I could get either Breakthrough or Code of Laws, but I don't want to risk the wonder, and we need to play something because our hand was full. But maybe that thing shouldn't be a cultural heritage. Maybe that thing should be irrigation. Yeah, this seems decent. And we still have one more turn to maybe get a tactic for Sun Tzu. And Rumbleman is gonna have to pay 3 actions for the Monarchy and the Theocracy. Okay. We can't dodge an aggression from Rumbleman right now. But we're gonna draw 5 cards, so I think we'll be fine. I don't think we're plundering anyone anytime soon. I don't think we're going for a Legion. Yeah, I think this makes sense. Oh, 2 defense cards. Exactly what the doctor ordered. And both Rumbleman and Gavatron have to lose a population. Oh wow, Gavatron is still on 2 mines. I'm guessing Rumbleman might lose a warrior because he's gonna get a swordsman and rebuild. Interesting that both Saladin and Nostradamus are gone. Yanziska is good, but is Barbarossa the right person here? Maybe. And no tactics. This is very disappointing that with Sun Tzu we didn't draw anything meaningful. We could try to go for 3 cavalry, I guess. And where's the other knights? Yeah, we might as well. Rumbleman increases pop, builds warriors, takes breakthrough, iron, rich land. And Gavatron is next. Doesn't see an event. Builds the warriors, plays reserves for food, increases pop for a mine, picks up irrigation. So I'm overall feeling nice about the game. However, Rumbleman is running away with these points. 6 points per turn at the end of age 1 is pretty nasty, and I'm already 15 points behind. So it's something to be aware of, and we might need to go for a military conclusion this game just to catch up. The good news is that I feel mostly set up for that. The government showed up a bit late, which is a bummer. I'm wondering if this late monarchy is worth the investment. What I am going to do is, I'm not going to see an event. There's too many strength-based events in the deck to hope that none affect me, but I am going to offer a naval trade agreement to Gavatron. Oh wait, I already have an open borders. Oops. So I'm not going to do that. Let's skip politics. Let's get this tactics going and get Columbus online. We're still behind on military, but not for long. We can upgrade this for nothing, play this cultural heritage before it goes away. Now the question is, do we want a government? I mean, it's too late for it, but we need the civil actions, and that's the way to get them. And yeah, so I think we are gonna go for this monarchy. It's a bit late, but it does give us the resources we need. For our last action, we have the rats, so we don't need to increase population. We can pick a patriotism, and yeah, population is not going to be a problem this game, but resources might be. Oh wow, there's 2 urban growth in the deck, and there's a good chance we're going to get at least one of them. That's good. And we need to finally draw tactics. I mean, we have this nice heavy cavalry, which is going to give us another 7 strength next turn, the horsemen and the tactics. So we're going to be at 12, maybe 11 if we sacrifice 1 warrior. How are we getting points though? That's the question. And looking at leaders, we have a temple, so maybe we'll get Gaudi and an opera, or yeah, 2 lake for Shakespeare. Maybe Cook. We have 1 tactic. We have 1 territory. We're gonna get a 2nd one. We might get a 3rd one. Actually, there is Suez Canal, so we might be able to get to 4 territories, and Suez Canal will also solve our research problem. I wish I could pick up this engineering genius, but I think 3 actions is too much. Let's see. We take this, we get Columbus, we pick up the masonry and the engineering genius, we build a knight. We're losing the cultural heritage, and we're not getting the patriotism, which is a bit of a bummer because we do need the science, and this will help building next turn. This gives us 3 resources, and we need 11. There is a minor chance we're just getting the engineering genius, right? Because Rumbleman is full, Gavatron doesn't have anything to do with it, and he's behind on actions. So let's take a minor gamble here and take a more flexible approach to the turn by just doing more stuff. Yes, and also we're gonna face some negative actions here, unfortunately. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, end the turn. We're not gonna use this pact. We're not aggressing anyone, and yeah, we're not aggressing anyone anytime soon. And now the mobile army is gonna show up? No. Okay, here's the urban growths. So next turn we want to pick up the engineering genius, the urban growth. We want to finish up this cavalry, and we hope for some good H2 tactics. Hussars would be amazing. And Rumbleman got his monarchy for 1 action. Good for him. So he's way ahead right now. He has the points, he has a lot of science. Oh my gosh, a lot of science. But I think that long term his military is going to be weak. So hopefully we can do something about that. Oh, he's playing the game. And a wealthy territory shows up. Yes, we're going to bid for a wealthy territory. The question is how much? It's going to give us 6 cubes. I think we can spend 4 on it. And the good news is we can still block an attack from Gavatron if that happens. I don't think we want to spend 6 or even 5. I think 4 is the right number. And this really makes, if we get this, it really makes Suez Canal an options for us. Does anyone else have colonies? Yeah, just another reason we want this, so we can get the Suez Canal. Okay, let's see how much Gavatron bids. I'm wondering how much Rumbleman is going to bid. He can easily bid 4, right? Two warriors and a defense guard. But he doesn't have the food to rebuild them. And likewise Gavatron. So I think there's a good chance for getting this for 4. And then Columbus can colonize the West Territory. Suez Canal solves our resource problems for the game, and then it's just about getting a nice military lead versus Rumbleman to take back all of the points that he's making now. Oh, we won this. Do we want to send it like this? How many more colonies do we expect in the deck? Yeah, I think keeping the... Yeah, we started H2. Keeping the knight makes sense. And we can still defend from Gavatron. So this is fine. I'm glad we dodged an attack from Rumbleman. He could have attacked us for 10. This might be a good opportunity to switch to iron, if neither one of the other two take it. Or maybe we'll get alchemy first and do the iron next turn. Do we want the West Territory now, or can we wait? I think we can wait. Rumbleman gets an iron, upgrades, picks up knights, and engineering genius. Gavatron sees an event revealing barbarians, which we dodge, pick up constitutional monarchy, which he can get next turn, picks up iron. Oh wow, that's a late iron. We're next. We don't really need the West Territory right now, and we are far behind on military, so I don't think we're gonna see an event. So we're gonna skip this, and we're gonna get this last knight. This solves our military situation. Should we just pick up this coal? That's tempting. Do we need it? No, I think we can wait. I think it's gonna come to us. On the other hand, this scientific method, oh, Bill Gates is here. This scientific method is quite tempting. We can go for alchemy right now, and if we do that, we can't get coal next turn. What is the priority here? Alchemy or coal? we need to do something with these resources, with these food, or we will have corruption. And then there's the point situation that we're still worried about. Are we gonna switch to Cook next turn? That might be our plan. Get Vest territory, switch to Cook. Should we blow this up? This is interesting. We can blow this up and build even a lab. And then next turn we can get the coal and upgrade. The following turn we can get an alchemy and go for 3 alchemy. This is weird. But we don't really need more than irrigation, right? We're going to get a vast territory. And then hopefully pick up James Cook. And then what? Then pick up irrigation, urban growth, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I think we're still getting Cook. We might miss out on the coal. 5, 2, 4, 5. We missed up on the scientific method. I think we might still get the coal and the James Cook. If not, there's still Nobel, there's still Catherine the Great. So there's still good options in the deck. It will be ideal to get the coal, but even if we don't, it's fine. And we're not in a position to spend 3 resources on it. 2, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be position 7. Yeah, I think it's a gamble I'm willing to take. Give me Vest territory 2. Go deck. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, wow, I am so happy to see these Hussars. So I just had a discussion with Payada, the organizer of this tournament, about how good Hussars is. And we already have the Knights. So right now, if we get one more Knight, Hussars is +6, so it's better than having cavalry, and it upgrades into tanks extremely well. So this is something I needed to see. Rumbleman is running ahead with points. We need to catch up. I think that with Cook and Hussars, we have a good chance of doing that. So I'm pretty excited. Let's see how the game continues. Rumbleman reveals Reign of Terror. So Gavatron is going to lose 1 population. Picks up Scientific Method, gets it, upgrades, picks up Urban Growth, and upgrades a mine. Gavatron is next. Doesn't see an event, develops Swordsman, upgrades, increases population, and build a Swordsman? What? Why did you do that? Wow, that was a pretty big mistake. Yeah, that was a pretty painful mistake. Not sure why he did that. Oh, here's the James Cook and the coal that we wanted. So, time to discover. Can we really get everything we ever wanted? Wow. So this looks good. Question is that actually what we want to do? Yeah, so this tidies up our position here and gives us Cook, so we can start catching up on points. Are we afraid about rats? There's no rats. So the only question is, do we want to pick up any other cards in lieu of putting any of these on the board? We know that there is a historic territory and we need the points. And we really do need to start working on this coal. Yeah, while it's still early. So it does mean we're not getting strategy. Is Rumbleman gonna pick it up? He might. It puts a lot of pressure on us to get military theory. And justice system is gone as well. I mean, we still have the open borders agreement. Yeah, I think starting to work on these is more important. This is a good spot to be in, though. I'm pretty happy with what's going on here. We are amazingly set with regards to the bank. We're starting to get some points from Cook. We have our coal working, even though it's pretty early into H2. We're driving this on 1 irrigation, so we're incredibly efficient. We have the Hussars. Yeah, I think we're in a very good spot this game. And now it's just a question of executing on the rest of this age and scoring the points we need. We're 22 points behind Rumbleman, but he's not in a great spot. I mean, he's still on Warriors, and yeah, actually he's okay, right? Because he's gonna upgrade this and he's gonna upgrade this, and can he actually do both? 5 minus 2. No, he can't do both next turn. It is a shame that we couldn't get his strategy, but honestly we might be able to declare war on territory next turn, right? Because we're going to get 2 plus 1, 3, 14. Nah, probably not. Okay, I think I'm comfortable with this place. Do we want the rats to go in the deck? We might want to. Let's keep it for a minute. I don't think we're playing an aggression on anyone. Is it traders or rats? I don't know if we're going to get rid of all this food. And it's only an age 1 event. Yeah, I think that putting rats right now is a bit too risky. I don't know when and how it's going to show up. Napoleonic army. Yeah, we don't want to go there. Prosperity is here though. We don't need food. Yeah, we definitely don't. I think we're just gonna seed raiders next turn. And we want this hysteric territory to show up. We want Dark Ages to show up. Did anyone see Dark Ages? Oh yeah, I would love Dark Ages to show up right now. Is there another scientific method? Oh, we might go for the next scientific method. Because this is a Bill Gates game, right? Yeah. Getting this early coal and early cook into, I think this is the second turn of age 2, right? Yeah, this is the second turn of age 2, and we got coal and cook. So this is fantastic. We just need to figure out our science situation, and we're set. Of the ancients, so we get some science. Oh, Rumbleman does take the strategy, and even researches it. Then upgrades the lab, so it's +6 science, picks selective breeding and cannon. So he has all the units, but no time to actually get them. Gavatron is next, gets Constitutional Monarchy, picks up the last cannon, Ocean Liner service, and upgrades some warriors. We are next. We probably want the Suez Canal. Yeah, I think we can safely play these raiders. And here's the historic territory. We need points, right? And we should be able to bounce back from this. So it's going to be 3 actions to pick these stuff up. Then we probably want to increase and build. So we have 1 action left. We can just increase population again, I guess. This low action count is really hurting us. Do we still need the Suez Canal? No, we probably want Harvard College. It's less actions to build, and we have coal for... we don't have a territory to colonize, and we might still draw it, but let's not gamble on it, and we really do need the science. So it's gonna be these three actions, then increase, increase, maybe build 2 knights, and we can finish Harvard College. Not the no next turn, but the following turn. Okay. There are 2 H2 cards in the deck, so I don't think I want to overinvest in this colony. But I don't think we're going to do any of these, so we can bid 4. And if someone wins this, good for them. It's not a critical one. It is a nice chunk of points for us, but not enough to throw away the +2 card, because there might still be other colonies in the deck. It is a lot of points though. It's easily 10 or 12 points. Rumpelmane is so far ahead with its points. It's ridiculous. Okay, Gavatron wins this with a bid of 5, and he sends a swordsman and 2 cards. I wonder whether we should prepare to declare war on him. Okay, so the original plan was to get Harvard College, which land, increase pop, and rebuild. And Hussars put us at 14. And if we get one more warrior, one more cavalryman, then Hussar will give us another 5, right? So it will be 21. So let's wait with this for a minute. I do think we want Harvard College, because we need the science, and this is going to set us up for science for the rest of the game. And I do think we want the rich land, because we have this. And I think that building one cavalryman makes sense. Yeah, and then next turn we declare the war. Oh, we want 2 cavalrymen and the Hussars. So how about we just put in the Hussars now? And let's see. So next turn, upgrading this is going to cost us 3, and then 2 more cavalrymen. That's another 6. So we can't spend any resources right now. Yes, and Gavatron doesn't have any cavalrymen. There's another one in the deck, but I doubt he can really get them and get the Hussars. I guess instead of revealing the Hussars, we can just build another cavalryman. And then next turn we can declare the war and build a Hussar and upgrade this. And that means that the following turn we're gonna have 7 resources. So we'll finish the Harvard College towards the end of the age, which is fine because we have no plans to research anything. Okay, I think this makes sense. It's a nice balance of working on our infrastructure and preparing us for a war and territory. which I think is going to give us at least 2 tokens, and takes 2 tokens from Gavatron. And we might be able to declare it on Rumbleman, because it doesn't have the food to build these units. So at least we're starting to apply pressure. And let's make sure I get the math right. If I get 1 more cavalryman, I get another 7, so I go up to 22. And actually that's better than the Hussars, right? Because the Hussars give us, for 6 cavalrymen this will give us 10. Hussars will give us 9. So we don't even want the Hussars. We just want to go up to 22. Okay, at least we're applying pressure. And Rumbleman is 25 points ahead, but that's not a huge deal. And we're in a very powerful position to upgrade all of these to tanks and then get Hussars during the next stage. We're just going to need to make sure we have military strength, I'm blanking out. Military theory. So we have the actions. And there is a gun in this game, which is a bit concerning. There's also Bill Gates. Are we sure we can get this Harvard College? The engineering genius is gone, and there's only 1 war reserves. This is a bit tricky. Also, we're behind on actions, so it's a bit risky. But given that we have 2 wars, I think we can take this risk. And we're still working on infrastructure here, right? And we're getting points from James Cook. Okay, let's see how the others respond to this. No, we're not switching. This can go. Yeah, I don't think we're playing prosperity this game. Popularization of science could be great if we get the Harvard College, which I think we will. There's going to be a bunch of actions. And Conquistadors, actually inferior to our buffed up heavy cavalry and Hussars. So these are fuel if there is another colony showing up. Scientific breakthrough. I get the least science, unfortunately. Rumbleman starts the Suez Canal, develops selective grading and upgrades. Oh, and that's his turn, okay. Gavatron is next, continues the ocean liner service, and finishes it up, very nice. Then builds a warrior, picks up Maria Theresa. Why did you do this? Oh, because you wanted to use the Barbarossa ability. Oh, nice, that's a nice combo. Theresa and ocean liner service, and develops iron. Oh, quite late for iron. So, let's see. So just to make sure, we can get our military to 22. And the Hussars is going to actually take this down. So no Hussars. And I think we should declare war on someone. Question is whom? So Gavatron can get a total of... he can build 1 cannon right now. Or he can continue working on this. He does have a lot of science, but there's no navigation and there's no strategy. Rumbleman, on the other hand, he can pretty much get any one tactic in the game, right? So let's look at the available tactics. I think the worst one here... oh, he has a lot of actions. So he can get swordsmen and knights, upgrade, and then build 2 knights. That would be the worst case scenario, and it will give him 2, 4, 6 plus 5. It will give him 11, putting him at 22. I'm pretty much just the worst case scenario. Alternatively, you could get mobile artillery. He has the science for it. He's gonna take 2 population and build them. That's gonna give him 10. No, he's gonna lose 3. So it's gonna give him 7. That's 18. So yeah, so the worst situation is he has a classic army. He gets both knights and swordsmen, increases pop, burns something, and then pays the 8 resources for upgrading. And again, it will be 2, 4, 6, minus 3, plus 8, and that's 22. So I would really like to attack Crumbleman, but there is a chance that we won't get anything. Unless we can get to 23 somehow. We actually could get to more, right? We could do this, but then we can't upgrade. And now we're 24. But it will only give us 1 meeple. So really not a huge deal. And at this point, even slowing down his Suez Canal is gonna be nice. And it's possible it does not have the classical army. Or we can go with the safe option and just pick up on Gevatron, which is actually gonna be nice because he is gonna have food problems soon. And I don't want to get another. I really do want to upgrade this. And then we pick up patriotism, scientific method. We don't need scientific method, we have Harvard College. Although this is a Bill Gates game. Maybe we just pick up with nationalism so that they can have it? Nah. Then pick up patriotism. How much we need for this? We need 11. So it is gonna take a couple of turns. And maybe even frugality? Because this frugality, assuming we steal at least 1 population, it's gonna help us get 1 more meeple. In a while though, so maybe breakthrough. Because our science is so poor, we could really use that. Maybe that's going to be the way to go. I think there is a reasonable chance Rumbleman has the he has so many H2 cards. Has the classic army. But then he spends 9 science. He spends 4 military action. All of his ore, so no work on Suez Canal. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 civil actions. And then next turn, the following turn, we can declare a war on territory and Gevatron, right? Yeah, I don't want him to just leisurely build his Suez Canal. And also it means he gets less points from Jan Ziska, right? Okay, so he loses 3 points from his 3 military, goes down to 8, and then he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 14. Wait, did I miscalculate this? Does he actually go up to 22? Oh, or is this what I thought he's gonna do? Let's see. Let's declare the war on him. Increase pop. Oh yeah, 22. So we're gonna be equal. Is there a way he goes above 22? I don't think so. And if he does something funny, like seed an event and show up raiders, then he's in trouble. Because then he cannot do all of this. Let's do the math one last time. He loses 8, he loses 3 because of the fighting band. and so it goes down to 8. Then he gains 1, 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 8, that's 14. He goes up to 22. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Let's upgrade, and then let's get patriotism and breakthrough. I would have loved to see anything that helps with Harvard College. I don't think there's any left though. Oh, there is one reserves left. Oh, wait. He could get Alfred Nobel. What happens if you get Alfred Nobel? He will spend 3 actions for Alfred Nobel, and then he can research, and then he can upgrade, lose 2 warriors, and build 2 knights. Okay. How does that look? So he loses 5 because he loses 2 warriors and the fighting band, but he gains 2 from Nobel. Okay, and he ends up at the same place, 22. Okay, let's do it. What if he finishes the Suez Canal? Yeah, that's 4 actions. And he gets something like strategic territory 2, he goes up to 15. Yeah, but that's all his stone, right? 2, 4, 7, 8. Yeah, it's exactly all of his stone. Okay, so we do need to declare war on him. We need to slow him down somehow. And that's gonna be the way. And who knows? Maybe he doesn't have the tactic. Crime wave shows up. And here's the reserves. I think we might want to pick it up, because more stones is good. I think there's a good chance this war ends with me stealing just 1 meeple off his bank. But you know what? Even 1 meeple is nice right now. Just gonna put him. Oh, if he increases population, he's unhappy. That's nice. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get at least 1 meeple, and he's going into unhappiness. So that's gonna slow him down. He might get a historic territory too, but it's not this turn. It's gonna be next turn. Okay, let's see how he responds to this. Raiders. So Givatron, Rumbleman. Oh, that's exactly what wanted to happen. Oh. Rumbleman picks up Republic and switches to it. Then develops Swordsman, upgrades going up to 15. Picks up Wave of Nationalism, Organized Religion, Urban Growth, and starts building the Suez Canal. Givatron is next. Increase population with Ocean Liner Service. Then plays reserves, discovers cannon, builds them, and gets defensive army, going up to 17. Upgrades the labs and picks up reserves, and then upgrades mines and picks up riflemen. Okay, we are up, and we win the war, getting 2 tokens, putting Rumbleman into red. Can we attack him again? We might. Let's think about it for a minute. We're ahead in military, and there's quite a few events here that would be good for us. But Dark Ages would be a disaster. Should we just declare the war again? 2, 4, 6. I mean, we could break through. Sorry. No, we can't increase anymore, but we can destroy this and this. Patriotism, build 2 more knights. And then, sure, trash this for another knight. putting us at 33. And how high can Rumbleman go? He's gonna away with nationalism. Yeah, I don't think that's the right way to do this, as hilarious as this might be. Can we risk Dark Ages? Everyone's gonna be hurt by it, but I'm gonna be hurt most. So let's focus on getting some points, and then hopefully we can continue the military track next turn. We could declare war on Gavatron. No, bad idea. Should we see an event? We could say popularization of science. Something like 4A would be amazing. Immigration as well. Uncertain borders, crusades, new deposits, cultural influences. Meh. Strategic Dark Ages is gonna be bad, but not disastrous, right? Can we put popularization of science in the deck? Or should it be crime wave? I think we're gonna stay ahead, military-wise. So maybe crime wave is the way to go. Dark Ages, that's unfortunate, but not a disaster because we didn't plan to research anything. Is there a period de coup d'état in the deck? No. At this point, I'm pretty sure we want to go for military in the coming age. What's the way to do that? So we should start working on our wonder. Get more food. Sure. Maybe instead of working on the wonder, we do this as upgrade. But then we still can't win. We still can't finish it next turn. And we want to finish it next turn. We could grab this efficient upgrade. Build a stage. Next turn we have 11. Minus 8, that's 3. And that's exactly enough to upgrade this last coal. So we can build another step, right? So next turn I'm going to be at 8, plus this, that's 11, so we can upgrade and finish this. And I think that puts us in a decent spot for H3. We're 31 points behind Rumbleman. Oh wait, we want him to lose his leader, right? So we should pick up another card. And that's 3 points per turn that he's losing. And 3 military. But I'm almost sure he's gonna get another tactic, right? So how can we get another card? We could just take efficient upgrade. Oh, our hand is full. The pain of having so few actions. That's too bad. I don't know if there is a good solution here. Unless we pick something up and immediately research it, and then take efficient upgrade. We could take architecture. Immediately research it. And then pick up what? Cavalryman, it doesn't really matter. Constitutional monarchy doesn't really matter. No, I don't like this. Team sports, not very helpful right now. He has so many actions. It doesn't really matter if we take one of his actions, right? Because he's gonna replace later now anyway, probably for Alfred Nobel. Yeah. Okay, so let's stick with the original plan. So now we need tanks, we need military theory, and we need to draw more wars. And I think that's going to be reasonable. He still has a lot of points on us, right? He's 31 points ahead. So it's not ideal, but it will have to do. Annex. Yeah, not really helpful. Getting this last efficient upgrade could be nice. We might go for computers with oh, Sid Meier is here. You know what? I think in early computers with Sid Meier should be enough to catch up with no need for war. Either way, computers are good. So we want these computers. Rumbleman takes Nobel and elects him. He has so many actions. Gosh. Finishes the Suez Canal. Colonizes something. We'll find out soon. What? Develops cannons. Increases pop. Plays with nationalism. Builds a cannon. Takes frugality. Gavatron is next. Oh. Okay. Sees an event revealing Cold War, so that's 6 science, nice. Uses ocean liner service and builds another cannon going up to 23 strength. Picks up organized religion, selective breeding, revolutionary idea, and then upgrades a mine and builds a warriors. These irons are coming in pretty late. Here's an early jobs, but no computers yet. And here's a democracy which you can immediately research. Wow. Wait. So first of all, which colony did he get? Historic territory 2. So more points. He has a very healthy lead here. It's pretty scary. He has a 40 points lead. So do we want to seed an event? I think so. I think we can seed an event. Can it be popularization of science, though? I don't know. It really depends if we can get computers. Let's keep politics for a minute. We're gonna get democracy. Because why not? It's amazing. And what else? Rockets are here, infantry is here, but not the tanks we need, unfortunately. We're gonna... oh, we need to finish our college. We're gonna finish the college, and we're gonna efficient upgrade. Are we happy with this course of events? So first of all, we have no blue technologies. I wonder if architecture will be helpful right now. Architecture is nice because it's cheap. And we might be able to get architecture and some other technology. And then we can either upgrade this coal right now or just pick up the other efficient upgrade. Either way, I think we can seed an event. What should that event be? We have no idea what's coming, right? Can we go for popularization of science? It is a bit dangerous. We're going to be at least 6, right? And I don't think Rumbleman is going to take computers. Let's go for it. Revealing national pride. Oh wow. Rumbleman gets another 5 points. Good for him. Let's play democracy. I don't think we want any of these. They'll take them. Rumbleman is such a commanding position right now. Does Opera help us here? They're the chaplain, so not ideal. I do want to finish this. Is it too late for architecture? We do expect the Nobel Prize sooner rather than later. And it is going to help us with action if we build, I guess, fast food chains, which there is a reasonable chance that we will. Okay, let's pick up these cards, and I really hope computers shows up sooner rather than later, and that we get it, because we really need computers right now. Do we get the architecture? I think so. I think that architecture is going to become 4 points with Nobel. Are we going to go beyond on military soon? We might. Okay, this loses us strength. We need the tanks to show up, and hopefully nobody hijacks them. I don't think this is going to happen. Are we going to annex someone? You know what? We might. I don't think a war on territory is going to happen. Yeah, let's ditch the annex. Wow. So here are both of the modern infantries, and there's no tanks. This is really bad, because both of these guys are going to upgrade. And we're going to fall behind in military, and the only way we stop it is with tanks. There's a civil service, which is good. There's a reserve, which is nice at Harvard College, but we got the early democracy. Now the card draw is really not a friend of ours. Rumbleman develops organized religion and upgrades. Starts working on the Empire State Building. Ooh, that's interesting. Then adopts defensive army, so I'm behind in military. Picks up oil, upgrades a farm, and doesn't take any military tactics. That is confusing. Gavatron is next. Sees an event, reveals emigration. So Gavatron loses his worker. Uses ocean liner service. Picks up civil service and researches it. And then upgrades a mine. Picks up reserves and rockets. But not modern infantry. So the modern infantries are gone. That is fascinating. Tanks did not show up yet, but here's computers and Sid Meier. So I think that might be the direction we go. Do we want to seed an event? No. Not yet. We have a few other things to take care of first. I'm not happy being behind the military with this crime wave in the deck. But without tanks, there isn't really much I can do about this. Yeah, I'm not going to build 3 more infantry, cavalry. And getting 2, not really relevant. What do we want to do? I think we want to start working on these computers. Let's offer a peace treaty. I guess to Gavatron. It's a bit more points for both of us. And every little bit help. Kevatron, accept the peace agreement. Okay, what do we want to do with our turn? I am really tempted to go for Sid Meier. I wish we had a bit more actions. Too bad the Silver Service is gone. Yeah, we're stuck with 7 actions this game, which is really not enough when these guys have 8. So one way to go will be to do this. And sure, let's keep going. So our science situation is fixed, and we should be able to get Sid Meier soon. And that's going to give us a nice chunk of points while setting up our infrastructure. Why did he take this Empire State Building? Does he expect to be ahead on anything? Oh, he's going to get the oil going? Okay. And there is a Manhattan project here. And an internet. Okay, that's good. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan for now. Eventually Nobel is going to go away. Do we want to skip one of these computers for the last coal? I think so. I think 12 plus 10 science is enough for now. And then next turn we can finish upgrading this. What we really need right now is the tanks. And then hopefully we can do something with all of this military too. We need to attack Crumbleman at least once. And he didn't pick any relevant military technologies. He didn't get modern infantry, right? So there is a cap on how high his military can go. What we really need right now is tanks and military theory to show up. The sooner the better. I think we might want to upgrade this first, actually. Because of the popularization of science, that could be another 4 points. And we need every point we can get right now. Because we are 34 points behind. Okay. I'm really concerned that the tanks show up and they just take them. Okay, no tanks yet. And there's a military buildup, which is actually good for us. Internet is also good. Impact of science, phenomenal. Okay, things are improving. Yeah, things are improving. Now we just need the tanks, and I'll feel much better. If the tanks show up, we can start upgrading this. Sid Meier is going to give us a bucket of points. We might even get a 4th computer. Yeah, if we get 4 computers, Manhattan Project, Sid Meier, and then fix our military situation, I think we got this. I'm really confused Rumbleman took this Empire State Building. Maybe he wanted to prevent me from taking it? I don't know.
Rumbleman, we lose the crime wave, unfortunately, so I lose 3 points. Picks up Einstein and elects Einstein. Oh. Then destroys a mine to build a cannon. He has 30 strength. Picks up revolutionary idea, multimedia, and then develops oil and multimedia. So he gets the Nobel Prize. He has a nice chunk of points. Kevatron is next. Sees an event, reveals popularization of science. Perfect timing. Picks up air forces. Yep. Increase population. Develops organized religion. And picks up a bunch of yellow cards. So I'm not sure what his plan for winning the game right now. We're next. Do we want to see an event? We're last. And there's still some nastiness, so I think we can wait. Still no tanks, but here's the military theory. So let's skip politics for a minute. This lack of tanks is painful. Internet gives us 12 points right now. And let's say we get this last computers, it will give us 20. So we might be able to take it. The thing I want to do the most is start working on our military. Unfortunately, this doesn't fix it. We really need tanks for that. This loses us one, right? I can't believe that this wager on tanks is becoming so painful. This is a problem. Air Forces? Air Forces? Air Forces. Okay. It appears Air Forces is our plan B. And can we afford waiting on the military theory? I think we could try. The other option is to pick up these two research Air Forces and build it. And then next turn we can get military theory and architecture. We're missing out on internet. Do we want Sid Meier's now? No, not yet. I don't think it's the time yet. Next turn we can get another Air Forces, right? And we can still squeeze in one more. Potentially. With another Air Forces we go up to 47. And the tanks might still show up. Or we could gamble on the military theory. It's a dangerous gamble because Gavatron might pick them up, but his hand is full, right? Okay, let's gamble. I'm not super happy about it, but we're gonna gamble on the Air Forces. Whoops. Okay. So we're gambling pretty heavily on... Oh, how much does Manhattan Project cost? 14. Wait. So I really think that we need this. But let's wait a turn with the patriotism. Pick up urban growth and engineering genius. And we didn't play patriotism. So we don't have enough to upgrade this. Can we upgrade this? Nope. I don't want Rumbleman to get urban growth. The engineering genius. So do we skip on the urban growth then? We do this, we do this, we do this. We do this. Nope. We're one resource short. We can just pick it up, do it next turn. Or we can upgrade this. Costs us 3, we get 2 back. Let's leave it. Two, three, four, 5. We might not get the military theory. Rumbleman might pick it up. I guess we just hope to get the next one. Or we can go with this. No, I don't like it. We need to take a bit of a chance here. So yeah, we're gonna go with the Air Forces and the Patriotism. We're gonna pick up the cards. Next turn, we're gonna go with another airplane, and with Military Theory, it's gonna put us at 47. Okay. This is not gonna happen, and this is not gonna happen. Do we expect any more colonies? We might, but we need the other cards. Okay. No war, but we did get the impact of colonies. That's amazing. And if we ever get these tanks, then impact of competition. Let's say if we get the Military Theory. It's less of a big deal right now because we didn't draw a war, so we don't have time to draw it anymore. I don't think we have enough turns, but we do have impact of science. We should be ahead of that. And we do have impact of colonies. We're ahead in this as well. And I think next turn we're going to make the transition to Sid Meier. I would have wanted to get Manhattan Project ahead of that, but doesn't seem like it's going to happen. And Rumbleman and his Empire State Building still gets him only 8 points. For food, I guess? Yeah, he generates 6 food. I generate 2, Gavatron generates 2. So I'm pretty sure we're getting second place, but we're 32 points behind for first place. And we're going to clear 6 on our turn, so we're 20 points behind, plus D's. So we're going to be 7 points behind. Let's see if we can lower that gap. We're definitely going to score at least 1 Nobel Prize. Potentially 2, if we get the right technologies. Though many of the cheap ones are gone. Mechanized agriculture, professional sports. There is another professional sports, and there's engineering. But we have architecture. So many professional sports and satellites. We'll see.
Rumbleman sees an event and reveals Politics of Strength. Phenomenal. We need these cards. Then picks up Democracy, plays Revolutionary Idea, and develops Democracy. Oh, he has Acropolis. Nice. Then picks up Efficient Upgrade, Urban Growth, Patriotism, and upgrades population, and build a cannon. So he's at 33. Gavatron is next, and he declares a war on Rumbleman. Interesting. Plays military build-up, develops air forces, increases population, plays reserves for food, builds air forces, picks up revolutionary idea, military theory, and patriotism. Okay, that's good. Anything that applies pressure on Rumbleman is a net positive in my book. And Gavatron took the military theory, but here's another one for just 2 actions. So that's good. We're going to see an event, and it is going to be impact of... I'm almost sure it should be impact of science. Yeah, because if he builds just 1 multimedia, he gains 6, he goes up to 14, and yeah, we're going to have enough. So let's start with impact of science. And we're going to reveal Iconoclasm. It's a good thing we have this Sid Meier. So what is going to happen this turn? Let's start by getting the military theory and then researching this in architecture, which gives us the Nobel Prize. And we probably need Sidmeier. And finally, we should get these computers. So we're generating 16 points a turn, which means we're finishing the turn with 107 and 121, 111 because we have Nobel Prize. And I don't think we need these tanks anymore. Or push comes to shove, we can get the last ones. But Gavatron is going to take some points from Rumbleman. And actually, what happens if you build 2 more swordsmen? He gains another 10, he goes up to 43. He still loses 13 points, so he goes down to 123. And that slows down everything else he does. Yeah, I think we're happy with this. Is there a way we can upgrade these as well? Let's take a step back for a minute and see what's going on here. Can we skip this military theory and instead there's 2 more H2 cards there. There could be colonies. Okay, so let's say we want to do this and then we want to do this, and oh, we're missing resources. Anyway, yes, wait. We have the architecture for this. Let's say we want to build the computers and upgrade. And this leaves us with 2 actions. We're generating a lot of points. We're definitely winning on the impact of science. 10 plus 5, and we have enough for Manhattan Project. So let's just get these satellites. This is going to give us the Nobel Prize, it's going to give us some necessary strength. On the off chance someone put another colony in the deck, we're going to have a nice bonus on getting it. We're skipping on the tanks, but I think we can get the next ones, and we're getting a whooping 19 points. So we're going to 114, and Rumbleman probably going down to 126. I'm pretty sure we can get the Manhattan Project for 19. And looking at, we have the impact of science that we're ahead on. I don't think Rumbleman can catch up to us. And we're going to have either impact of colonies for another 6 points, or impact of architecture for another 6 points. So I'm pretty happy with this. We are going to have a minor happiness issue, but yeah, we have 2 more turns. I think we're fine. 2 more turns, that's 17 resources. 22, 14 of these go for, yeah, we have enough. How much do movies cost with architecture? They cost 9. Yeah, the movies are gone, but there's another multimedia that we might be able to get. Although there's no more yellows for resources, except for these reserves, which I'm pretty sure someone's going to pick up. Yeah. Oh, and we're also going to have a food problem. We're going to have both a happiness and a food problem. There's another professional sports. The mechanized agricultures are gone, but we can take a religion, convert it to professional sports. We can take a mine, convert it into an irrigation. That's going to solve that. And that's going to cost us 5 resources plus, honestly, even let's say 5 plus 4, that's 9. 9 plus 14, that's 23. And we have 3, 10, 17, 17 plus 5, 22. We're 1 off, so we're just going to have to get an agriculture instead of irrigation. And we'll be fine. Yeah, I think this works out, right? So let's see. We got Sidmeier, we got as many points as we can, we took satellites. yeah, I think I'm happy with this turn of events. Next turn, we might get the military theory. Even if we don't, then that's fine. There's a few other cheap technologies. We're gonna have 23 science next turn, so we should be able to find 2 cheap technologies to research for the Nobel Prize. Professional sports is one, and yeah, professional sports plus tanks, let's say. That would be ideal, but also multimedia plus anything. Okay, so I think we're fine with this. We have way too many cards. Balance can go, right? Yeah. We're not gonna grade anyone. Balance can go. Progress. Let's keep progress for the off chance we get this military theory. We're not gonna attack anyone, so this can go, and this can go, and hussars are not gonna happen, right? We're probably gonna discard them anyway. I wonder if we should play them. No, it's not gonna work well with the air forces. So the hussars are gonna go. That plan did not work out, unfortunately. Impact of competition, yes, this one can go as well. And I guess let's keep architecture because we might get team sports. So we want to keep architecture and we want to keep colonies. I guess progress is going to be the weakest one, so we can discard it. And that is it. Okay, good. So here's multimedia, which we don't need that anymore actually. And oh, we're gonna have 42 science. I don't know if we can get 2 more shots from the Nobel Prize. It really depends on what these guys take. But if Rumbleman doesn't take military theory, which I don't think he will, then we can get military theory. That would be amazing. And we do want the Manhattan Project next turn, unless Gavatron takes it, just because he can. If he does, we'll take fast food chains. That's fine. Gives us 20 points as well. Actually, even more than Manhattan Project. Costs us another action to complete, though. Yeah, so I think we're in a good spot. I think it's reasonable that we're gonna win this. Yeah, because we have 2 more shots with Sid Meier, right? Each one of them gives us 11 points on Rumbleman. So we're equal in points just based on points. And then each person seeded 1, but I think we're ahead on almost everything, with the possible exception of agriculture. So the one thing to worry about is agriculture, because everything else I think we're in a good spot, right? Technology, industry, diversity, harmony. Yeah, we're pretty much good in everything. So let's just quietly play the last 2 turns of the game, and hopefully we got this. Rumbleman doesn't see an event, increases population, picks up the reserves, plays patriotism, builds another swordsman, then upgrades a mine into an oil, picks up rockets, develops them, and then destroys a mine for another swordsman. So he's at 43, he's at 45, and he picks up the last computers. Okay, so Gavatron is going to steal 11 points. Declares another war. Oh, wow. Picks up Churchill and elects him. Then uses Ocean Liner Service and destroys a lab for another swordsman and another cannon. So he's at 62 and plays patriotism. Oh, wow. And gets Air Force. He's at 73. And gets the military theory. He's at 77. So right now he's stealing 37 points from Rumbleman. Is it gonna be enough to be second? I don't know, but I sure am happy about this peace treaty. Impact of Colony gives me 9 points. Impact of Architecture give me 12. Are we getting these professional sports? So we want this and this. And maybe we will not get Manhattan Project. Maybe... oh, this is rough. If we don't take the Manhattan Project, let's see what we're doing here. I think we're going to get Professional Sport and Engineering Genius. We're going to discover both of them, and then we're going to build Professional Sports. And is that going to be it for now? Are we going to be able to get Manhattan Project next turn? This lack of actions is really painful. Well, I think we're going to put Impact of Architecture in deck. We're behind in military. Could this be a mess? We could lose a colony. We could lose 3 points in a population. We could lose a computers to terrorism. But I think we're going to have to take the chance and play this Impact of Architecture. Yep, terrorism, so Gavatron is going to blow up a building. So let's see what we're dealing with here. If we pick everything up, we have unhappiness. And we can't really do that. I think that we're just going to have to pass on the Fed food chains. I'm almost sure Gavatron is going to take our Manhattan Project, so we're not going to get that. I don't think we need to, though. I think Gavatron really did our work for us, right? Because he's going to steal about 30 points from Rumbleman. They're both going to be around 100. So let's just play conservatively. Pick this and this, research them, and then flip this here. And whatever we lose to terrorism, we can just rebuild. We get a nice chunk of points. We're probably not getting the Manhattan Project, but I don't really think we need to. We're getting a lot of points from architecture and from science. Even if there's an impact of strength here, we're fine. And I think we discarded the impact of competition, right? Yeah. How are we fine on food? I must have missed something. Let's say there's an impact of agriculture. This is going to give us a bit of a... we're going to lose points on this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that agriculture and strength might be in the deck. So we're going to lose points on them. That's fine. We're ahead on science, that's undisputed, and we're ahead on architecture by a long shot with 15 points to 2 and 6. And we can still get colonies for another 9 points. So this is fine. Okay, that's the turn. And let's see how Rumbleman and Gavatron finish the game. Actually, we might still be able to get another shot from Nobel. No, we can't. We can't. Because we can't get tanks if we really want to. Rumbleman sees an event, reveals freedom of movement, then develops computers, destroy the labs, builds more swordsmen, plays reserves, destroys a farm for a temple, and then upgrades cannons and picks up tanks. So he's going to lose another 20 points, so he lost a total of 31 points to Gevatron, which, okay, so he lost a total of 38 points to Gevatron. Then uses Ocean Liner Service, builds a lab, picks up Revolutionary Idea, Multimedia, Manhattan Project, and that's it. And we are last. I think we can play the impact of colonies, yes. Reveal impact of government. I'm pretty sure we're going to be last for this, but at least we got the military strength. And then I guess we're going to lose a bronze to rebuild the computers. And can we do anything? I guess we can build a temple. That was pretty minimal. Very anticlimactic last turn. Thankfully we have our Seed Mayor. And yeah, that is it. Very minimal turn. We have impact of harmony. We have impact of science. Then impact of variety. And impact of architecture, which we put in. Oh, there's no impact of strength. And finally impact of colonies. So despite Rumbleman losing 38 points, I still would have been first. In fact, I think I could have been first even without the Peace Treaty. I'm not sure though. It really depends on the timing of the tanks and if I can pick them up. But the Peace Treaty was amazing. I'm going to give you a summary in a minute. Gevatron squeaks into second place. So, well done. And this was a weird game. And Rumbleman got a pretty big lead on his points, which was impressive for so early in the game. And I think he finished age 2 in a commanding position with a nice point lead and a pretty decent infrastructure. But then he proceeded with what I perceive is a questionable age 3. I think that not taking any of the modern infantries was awkward, especially the big investment he had in units. I'm not sure what its plan was for the Empire State Building. He wasn't in the lead for any of these, he wasn't even close. In fact, going towards the end of H2, I'm not sure why he took the Suez Canal. Did he take the Suez Canal for an historic territory? 2 happy faces and 11 points and some resources? I don't know. I think he got a pretty good lead with, I think it was Jan Žižka if I recall correctly. Yeah, with Jan Žižka and with the Taj Mahal. Then he switched to Nobel, which is fantastic, and had a good board. I think for age 3 he should just have focused on building up his military defending. Gevatron, I think he did a good job salvaging the situation, and he couldn't get much done at the beginning of the game, so he just went all in on military, and it paid off. He's second place. And for me, this was a weird game. The colonies were amazing. Getting a vast territory and inhabit territory is good. Using Columbus for vast territory is a classic move. And I got a nice chunk of points from Cook. I had a bit of a science issue, which Harvard College really helped with. And once Gevatron accepted the peace treaty, I was really in the clear for H2. And these two had a brief conversation with Gevatron, said he regrets the peace treaty. And I think that was a mistake when, now knowing what I know now, that he was going for military so aggressively, he shouldn't have taken the peace treaty. I would have been another target in addition to Rumbleman. With that said, I don't think he could have gotten to first place, even if he got one war on Rumbleman and one war on me. I think second was his best, and he got that. So good for him. I want to point out that going the entire game on irrigation was very unusual. I don't think I've ever done that. The late upgrade to coal was risky, but paid off. Usually going on one unit works well, especially when I had the Hussars, but the tanks just didn't show up. And also it occurred to me that I'm behind on civil actions. In fact, that was my big disadvantage this game. I was behind on civil actions the entire game, and it's quite possible, like it is possible that I would have lost the tanks, that someone else would pick them up just so I won't have them. So this ended up being riskier than I thought. I think that in the future, when I have Hussars, I might take Cavalrymen just as insurance. Usually I don't like upgrading from Knights to Cavalrymen, but in the case of Hussars, every upgrade is actually 1.5 strength instead of 1 strength, so it might be justified. Okay, this was an interesting game. Very weird H3, a bit of an inversal of my expectations. Thank you, Rumbleman and Gavatron, for playing.